Hello, Gun Nation. Big Johnson coming at you. This is kind of the 2018 EDC. The pistols do change periodically. You know, one day I might wear one pistol, the next day I might wear another pistol. You know, I rotate throughout the week sometimes, or every couple of weeks, whatever I kind of depend on doing. And that's what I do. So I feel that if you have more time behind each gun, it just makes you a better shooter. That's just my preference. Whatever you choose to do, if you want to stick with one gun only, that's your call. You know, I'm a opportunity offender, so whatever works for you, by all means, do it. This is brought to you by Snowflake Resistance. No, I'm joking, but here we go. So every day, I carry a knife. This happens to be my Benchmade. I love it. This is, you know, I guess they're Reptilian or something like that, and I really like orange. If y'all don't know that by now, orange is my favorite color. Now, I actually had one of these knives way back in the day, and I was helping a friend work on something, and I left it on the back of his tonneau cover. He drove off. We never did find it, so I went and tried to find another one and finally did. So I got another orange one. So this is my second orange one. But it doesn't have to be a Benchmade. You know, here's another example. You know, I carry Gerbers. This one is really nice. It's super, super light. There's the number on it. I don't even know the name on it. I'm not a, you know, oh my God, I've got to have this particular knife. As long as it's a good quality knife, you know, and it's even, you know, it's not, you know, crazy bent over to one side. It has, you know, ease of opening, you know, like some of these you can even just flip open, and I love that. You know, I don't have to have a $200 knife. So I have plenty of Gerbers. I've got, you know, really inexpensive ones, you know, that I've got at Walmart and stuff. And, you know, I kind of do like a name brand, but you know, a knife, as long as it's sharp and it can cut, I use it. So that's kind of what I've got. And I've got several knives in my rotation. Also, flashlights. You know, I'm a big Streamlight fan. This is the ProTac, you know, and I have several of these. I've had them for quite a while. You know, they light up very well, and I'll either carry this one or another one I've roped kind of into my rotation too is a little Olight. On some of my jeans and stuff, I've got the small pocket up at the top, and this little baton, the S1 baton, fits right in there. And I'll just kind of keep this little lanyard stuffed in there, or of course you can remove this little thing if you want to. But these are very nice little lights too. This has the CR123, and you actually charge the battery. So the battery itself has a charging area in it, and then you can just put it back in. And this turned out to be a really nice little light also. So I do rotate lights. Of course, you got your keys. We'll get those out of the way. Wallet, you know, I do have a wallet, and it is a Kydex. It's got dual layers on the inside, so I can put business cards on one side, credit cards on the other. So this is a Kydex wallet that was made for me quite a while ago, and I really do like it. So there's that. You know, and I always wear a watch, some sort of watch, and it doesn't have to be a high dollar watch. You know, these are some Invictas. I've got G-Shocks, you know, I've got a Rolex, I've got some other stuff, but honestly, I just like the big face watches. So that's kind of why I wear these, not real high dollar, but I'm kind of old school. Of course, you can pull your phone out and you can look at the time, but I prefer to have a watch. So we'll get that out of the way. Another thing that I've actually added to my EDC, and I was kind of lacking on this, you know, and shame on me, but is a tourniquet. You know, I watch Poe Performance. You know, he's a great guy, good friend of mine. You know, we talk outside of YouTube. Really nice guy. And he kind of watched John Lovell, which I did too, and had the Rats tourniquet. You know, R-A-T-S. And so I was like, you know what? I need tourniquets. I really do. So I actually ordered two of them. I got the red and I got the bright orange because they're easy to see. You know, you can just reach in and grab them. Now this one, the way that I started carrying it every day, I tried to roll it up and put it in a little flashlight pouch, but it was kind of big. So what I do now is I actually put this at the 3 o'clock through my belt loop. I run the rest of it behind my back, you know, through my belt loops, And then I go over to the 6 o'clock because it's pretty long. I don't know, I'll try to show you how long it is. It's actually really long. And then I'll go through the 6 o'clock, kind of like around the back. So this is at the 3, this is at the 6, and then I loop it back, go under the holster clip, and then just go like this. Just take it and slide it in like that. And that actually holds it. So it doesn't keep it too tight, keeps it actually pretty loose. Then if I had to deploy it, I just pop this off, grab the 3, pull it right out of the belt loop. So, and no one sees it because it's, like under my shirt if I've got my shirt pulled out. But anyway, that's how I'm carrying it now. And it's actually working out very, very well. So Rat's Tourniquet, thank you Poe Performance and John Lovell for kind of bringing these to our attention. But really, really enjoying this. So I've had this in the rotation for probably about a week and a half now, but it's a Rat's Tourniquet. So I'm using these now. I think it's a great idea, if you're gonna have to deploy a weapon, or if someone's in a car wreck or whatever. So I keep one of these on my person at all times, and I keep the other one in the truck in my little go bag. So I've got 2 of them if need be. So if there's a car accident and I can help someone, that's what I want to do. Super easy to put on. There's plenty of videos on it. You can go and watch them. I've practiced with it on myself, and it definitely works. I've done it on my arm. I've done it on my leg. It definitely works. So, and also one thing I carry is a backup mag. So I'll carry it in, like one of these mag holders. Now this is a side deployable one, so you can actually clip it on your belt. You've got it on your belt and it actually hangs like this. So you can just deploy it. And then of course you can put it back in. Now this mag's not loaded. I've got another one that is loaded. But just so you know. Now this is 21 rounds. So it's definitely plenty of firepower. It also fits my PO7 here and it fits my PO9 here. So, great backup mag, and I do have one that's loaded. It's in a different mag carrier. Also use the Harry's holsters. His actually stand up on your belt, so sometimes I actually want it to stand down, and I will put this at the 6 o'clock position, kind of the 6 to 7 o'clock position sometimes. So there's that. Or excuse me, the 9 o'clock, I'm sorry. And even on the Rat's Tourniquet, I go from the 3 to the 9. I'm sorry, I said 3 to 6, but I meant 3 to 9. So I'll go around the back. And this is actually held at the 9 o'clock position, or, sometimes a little more forward. So, bang, 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 bang. And if I needed to, I can rip it and load it. So you can just pull it right out with your left hand. It's really easy. So there's that. Pistols. I rotate between like VP9 if I want striker fire. I've carried the Steyr also, PO9, both of these are loaded, and I'll show you, I'm not gonna mess with them, the triggers or anything. But another thing that I've gone to, and this might surprise people, I was a big night sight fanatic. However, I've gone to fiber optics. Now this one is loaded, so I'm not gonna play with the trigger. But I've gone with green sights on the front, fiber optics, and blacked out rear. So I took the factory stock sights and just blacked out the rear with black fingernail polish and put a front fiber optic on them. They work awesome. I mean, I tell you what, if you really needed to get a great sight acquisition, fiber optics are where it's at. I've done the same thing to the PO9. And I'll show you, this one is loaded. So it's got the same thing on it, blacked out rear. So all I did was replace the front with a green fiber optic. So I will go ahead and reholster these. The PO9 is in the Mid-Atlantic holster. Really like his holsters. This one is Harry's holsters. Really like Harry's holsters a lot also. I chose the kiss method. You can put all different types of attachments on this, but I really like the clips. You can actually take them off really quickly. When I'm in the hotels or whatever, this is the way the gun sits on the nightstand. And it's easy deployable, grab it, boom, you're ready to go. So, but that's kind of the EDC setup that I'm using right now. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll help any way I can. But I do rotate pistols quite a bit. I'm not just stuck on one single pistol. However, the PO7 and the PO9 are in my rotation a ton. I love both of these pistols. They're awesome, single action, double action, and that's kind of what I choose. So if you have any questions or concerns, please list them below. Also, please like and subscribe. I'm growing my channel. Really appreciate all y'all so much and appreciate the support. So as always, remember, an unarmed nation's a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on.